Bonjour, bienvenue to this second French pronunciation exercise video. I hope the first one worked out for you, and this one is going to be a little more complicated, so you might want to spend a little more time on it. We're going to see three sounds here. You see three colors. One is in red, one is in green, one is in purple. The first one is the sound on, as in the third person of the singular on, the subject. The second sound is en, and the last sound is un. So I'm going to do the sounds again, just for a little practice, and then we'll go over the plan and the text. The first sound is on, the second one is en, and the third one is un. So you can actually have the first one is more in the back of the throat, like on. The second one, en, is more in the top of the roof of your mouth, en. And the third one resonates un in the back. Try to imagine a little bit like a duck, un. All right. There's a little, I've written some rules on the screen. You will see on will be written with an M when it's followed by an M, B, or P. The same thing for the sound en with AM and EM when it's M, B, P after it. For un, it's a little more complicated, but you will get used to it after you start seeing some words, because some of them are only used for like two words. The most important one is the IM, which is when it's followed by M, B, or P. The sound EN, actually you will see that EN is in green first, but it will be also in purple when EN follows the letter I. You will probably know the word for dog, which is chien. So it's not en here, it's un, and it's actually the sound I followed by un. So it's a diphthong, ien, un. For IN, you will see EOW on the screen. That means end of word. So if a word ends with IN, it will be the un sound, or if it's followed by a consonant, except for an N, because when the N is double, it becomes in. AIM and UM, when it's at the end of a word, like perfume, parfum, or when you say I'm hungry, j'ai faim. And YM and YN, which you will find, I don't think there's any other word, there might be, but here is the word for thym, which is thym, and lynx, like the animal, the lynx. Okay, so the exercise will be like the first one. I will ask you to just listen to the text without reading it. Just close your eyes and try to understand as much as possible. As usual, don't get scared if you don't understand everything. It's normal. Then read it in silence in your head and focus on the grammar. Try to figure out what is a past participle, if there's some passé composé or not, présent, what are the nouns, what are the verbs, and etc. Then listen while reading along in your head with me and try to focus on the sounds and making the sounds with me, and then read aloud while listening. All right, here's the text. As always, I'm going to read it once. I'm going to put a shortcut under the video to come back to the beginning of the reading, so you don't have to look into the video. And then I will read it fast with my regular reading voice. Please only use the slow reading to practice. All right, here we go. Alain est français. Adam est américain. Alain dit: En France, on mange ensemble à table. Adam dit: Quand il a faim, l'Américain mange où il est. Adam pense que le parfum d'Alain sent bon. Alain lui dit que c'est un ancien parfum qui sent le thym. Ils vont au temple. Adam demande à Alain combien il y a de marches au temple. Il compte. Il y en a 141. Devant l'entrée, il y a un musicien qui joue du violon. Le son de son violon est intéressant. Adam dit à Alain: Bon, on s'en va. Ils s'en vont ensemble. Mais, sans raison, Adam frappe la hanche d'Alain. Alain s'énerve. Il traite Adam d'imbécile. Ils s'en vont, chacun de leur côté. All right, I see it's missing a color. You might see my mouse here, the en for en France in the first line. That's actually should be in green. Anyway, I'm gonna read this fast now. This is actually how a French native like me would be reading this. Alain est français, Adam est américain. Alain dit, en France, on mange ensemble à table. Adam dit, quand il a faim, l'américain mange où il est. Adam pense que le parfum d'Alain sent bon. Alain lui dit que c'est un ancien parfum qui sent le thym. Ils vont au temple. Adam demande à Alain combien il y a de marches au temple. Il compte. Il y en a 141. Devant l'entrée, il y a un musicien qui joue du violon. Le son de son violon est intéressant. Adam dit à Alain, « Bon, on s'en va ?» Ils s'en vont ensemble. Mais, sans raison, Adam frappe la hanche d'Alain. Alain s'énerve. Il traite Adam d'imbécile. Ils s'en vont, chacun de leur côté. Thank you very much. I hope you will be able to benefit from this exercise, and I will devise the next one on ou and u. And see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.